And so I kept sticking with it, kept signing up for races, and then we moved here in the midst of a pandemic in 2020. I came to Dallas, and I'll say that was really an inflection point for me. At that point, I knew I loved running, but I had no concept of what like serious running was. I'd been doing all my runs solo from my house. I didn't really know what a true like. I knew what workouts were, but it was just run a little bit faster for a bit and then slow down and recover. But I got here, and it was excellent. It was a lot. It was a lot of VO2 max, I feel like. I would just would sprint until I was like dying and then I would stop.
A lot of us do
But
that.
it was actually like in anticipation of moving here, I said, I really want to start connecting with the community. And so I went and looked online at like what are some of the groups, and I saw the White Rock Running Co-op actually. And I followed them on Facebook. And I remember moving here and like really nervously crafting this message to Javier, who I know you've had on a couple times, and said, hey man, I'd like to come out and join the group. Is that cool? And he said, yeah. And I showed up, and there was just all these people out there, and all people who running was just like a big part of their life.
I did.
And
Yeah.
and it was just awesome. And so I started showing up on weekends, and then they started inviting me out for weekday runs. And there, at that time, I thought I'm never going to run a marathon. I actually promised my wife I will never run a marathon. I said I can't do that. It just got so normalized here, right? Everyone runs marathons. You're crazy if you don't run a marathon. And so I moved here in the fall of 2020, and
I remember that.
started running with them. And by 2021, I signed up for the Woodlands Marathon on 8 or 9 weeks of like marathon training, ran it, and it was a pretty good experience. And yeah, so from there,
How'd you do?
I just, yep. Was that?
How'd you do on the marathon? How'd you do on your first?
Pretty well. I ran a 250.
Races?
Yeah, it was pretty good.